Really, Christianity is about those two words, knowing Jesus. Hello, welcome to Mixtape Theology. Rachel Cash and myself are having a blast talking about theology and our favorite 90s CCM. And today I have a little different kind of a vlog for you. And I want to talk about the reality of knowing Jesus. I'm a little emotional as I start this vlog because it's based on an experience that I've had just in the last couple of weeks as I heard a song that I haven't heard in quite some time. And as I thought about the lyrics and I sang it and I remembered where I was the first time that I sang it, it got to the heart of what we are doing here at Mixtape Theology, where we hear a song we hadn't heard in a long time and we reminisce. We remember where we were in our faith at that time and then how we've grown in our faith and maybe even understand the meaning of the song in a deeper way. The experience that I had was the men at our church, we had a virtual men's conference, Promise Keepers, a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, if we're talking about 90s, Promise Keepers definitely is a 90s kind of thing. And it started in the 90s. It's still going, this men's conference where men are encouraged to grow in their faith, to be disciples of Christ, to be faithful husbands and fathers and leaders in their church. So while we were attending this conference, I heard a chorus about halfway through the conference that I had forgotten about, that I had sang way back in the day at Promise Keepers, the song Knowing Jesus, Knowing You, Jesus by Graham Kendrick. Here's the way that song goes. All I once held dear, built my life upon, all this world reveres and wars to own. All I once thought gain, I counted loss, spent and worthless now compared to this. Knowing you, Jesus. Knowing you, there is no greater thing. You're my all, you're the best. You're my joy, my righteousness, and I love you, Lord. Then the song goes on to say, now my heart's desires to know you more, to be found in you and to be known as yours, to possess by faith what I cannot earn, all surpassing gift of righteousness. Knowing you, Jesus, knowing you, there is no greater thing. And then I love the last verse. Oh, to know the power of your risen life and to know you in your sufferings, to become like you in your death, my Lord. So with you to live and never die, knowing you, Jesus, knowing you. There is no greater thing. You're my all, you're the best. You're my joy, my righteousness, and I love you, Lord. As I sang that song, I remembered where I was the first time that I sang it, and I'd forgotten about it. And yes, the emotions of those memories, but then my understanding now even more of when I heard it before, that Christianity is not about religion, it's about a relationship. It is grace to be known by Jesus and to know him, to live forgiven and loved, to walk with him every day. And to be comfortable with that and understand that he's there. Really, Christianity is about those two words, knowing Jesus. The Apostle Paul said in Philippians chapter 3, verse 10, I want to know Christ and the power of his resurrection. Even John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever would believe in him should not perish, but have eternal life. And this is not just in heaven, it's the eternal life of Christ in us now, alive, knowing Jesus. This is what it's all about. In John chapter 17, verse 3, now this is eternal life, that we may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. It's all about knowing Jesus, knowing him. I'll give you a little too for this time. This all reminds me of another great 90s song from Sonicflood's 1999 self-titled album, Sonicflood, and a worship song that I bet many of us have sang many times. It was written by Andy Park. I want to know you. I want to hear your voice. I want to know you more. I want to touch you. I want to see your face. I want to know you more. Christianity is all about knowing Him. Please share this video. Let's all strive to know Him more and more every day. You can share it on Twitter, Facebook, check it out on YouTube, Instagram, wherever we are on social media. And man, knowing Jesus, it is the greatest thing.